Hey guys, welcome to IEEE Computer Society. My name is Earl, and I'm the outreach lead for this year. I hope you guys are having a great orientation, and I can't wait to tell you about our org. So who are we? Basically, IEEECS is a branch of the IEEE main organization, and we're focused on computer engineering and everything about it. So this involves connecting students with each other, connecting students with companies, and also preparing students with the type of work that will be needed for internship and other real world applications. And we do this through projects that we'll be hosting throughout the year. Now, I want to mention that it's not just ECE students who are in the org. We also have engineering students and computer science students. But I also want to mention that anyone with any experience is definitely welcome to apply. So here's our officer team for the 2021-2022 academic year. And as you see, most of our officers have internships this summer. However, this is not a requirement to be in the org or to be an officer. I mentioned this because a lot of these companies that are actually listed are actually our partners that we work with throughout the year at like Tech Talks and other events like that. Now, additionally, we have a project manager for all three of the tech cores in computer engineering. So as long as you're in computer engineering, you'll have a project manager that you can learn from. So our upcoming events. I kind of want to briefly go over some of the events we'll be having in the near future. We'll be having a Q&A panels with officers to learn about classes and other academic information and transition to college life. We'll be having a resume workshop, and this will help prepare you for Expo, and will be done with corporate partners. We'll be having a UT ticket exchange project, which is our main project for the fall, and I'll talk more about that in the next slide. And lastly, we'll be having a game night with prizes. So about our fall 2021 project. This is the UT ticket exchange project, which is essentially a web application designed to facilitate the buying and selling of sports tickets to other students. So if you ever heard of like the big ticket, it's essentially for that. This is the org-wide project. So the whole org will be working on this, and it will have teams of 20 to 25 students, which with each member rotating through the different tasks to learn all the key skills. And it will kind of emulate like a job/internship, but we try to make it a low time commitment. We don't want anyone to be stressed by this in addition to classes. So if you're interested in working on this project, definitely join our Slack channel and look out for the application. So here is a couple of mock-ups of what our website will look like. And also, I want to mention some of the corporate partners that we've worked with in the past. So if you're interested, just take a look at this as well. So lastly, I want to just give a couple of college transition tips. I definitely recommend joining a UT ECE FIG, as in those FIGs, you join a group with several other students where you take the same classes, and also there's a mentor who's an upperclassman and can tell you about the type of classes and professors to take. I'm going to also mention, don't get too stressed. Although college can be overwhelming, definitely keep calm and take it all in, and this will make it easier to stay focused throughout the year. It'll be a fun year, so don't take it too hard. Third, stay on top of your classes. You definitely want to start to get ahead at the beginning of the semester, so that way you can start off strong. And yeah, if you start off strong, then you won't have to worry as much later on. Before tests, do practice tests, go to ECE tutoring. Those freshman classes are really hard, and to date remain some of my hardest classes. So definitely go to ECE tutoring, go to office hours. And yeah, and lastly, build connections. Visit and talk with your professors if you're interested in research. Make a LinkedIn. While it may seem early, it's definitely not. Make a LinkedIn and start getting familiar with networking, and that'll save you in the long term. And yeah, and this builds on with it. Take Freshman Expo seriously. It'll help to build up your contacts. Also, I recommend downloading UT Registration Plus. Essentially, what this is a browser extension that makes registration a whole lot easier. It lets you view schedule conflicts, it lets you view past grade distributions, and allows you to find the syllabus for any year in its database. Highly, highly recommend. And lastly, definitely reach out to upperclassmen if you have any questions about the degree program. They're a great source and a great resource because they've been through the program themselves. And a great way to meet upperclassmen is by joining our org. Most of our officers are upperclassmen and can definitely give you good advice. If you're interested in getting advice, definitely come to our upcoming panel that we will be having. So how do I get started? The first thing I recommend is filling out our Google interest form for freshmen, and this allows us to get contact information for you and give you updates about our org. The second thing you want to do is join our Slack channel. And if you're interested in keeping up with us, this will be required to stay up to date, as we'll be posting most of our announcements in Slack. A couple other things that you can take a look at is our Facebook group and our website. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for checking us out, and I hope you have the great rest of your orientation.